Let's get started. Start with listening, and then learn new words and practice them in sentences.
Have you ever been to a restaurant and struggled to order in English? Imagine the aroma of a freshly baked pizza or a steaming bowl of soup tantalizing your senses, but you're unsure of how to ask for it. English, as the lingua franca of our time, is often the key to unlocking these delicious experiences, especially when dining out in a restaurant. As non-native speakers, it can be quite a challenge to navigate through this process. But don't worry, we've got you covered. This video will focus on helping you gain the confidence to order food at a restaurant in English. We'll introduce you to basic phrases, teach you how to make polite requests, and familiarize you with common food vocabulary. By the end of our journey, you'll be ready to savor your favorite meals without hesitation or language barriers. So, stick around as this video will guide you through the process of ordering food at a restaurant in English. Now imagine you've just walked into a restaurant. What is the first thing you would do? Well, the first step in your dining experience is getting your hands on the menu. You can't order without knowing what's on offer, right? So, you might approach a member of the restaurant staff and say, "Can I have the menu, please?" It's simple yet effective. Notice how the word please is added at the end. This is a small but important part of being polite in English-speaking cultures. Once the menu is in your hands, it's time to decide what you want to eat. This can be a fun process, especially if there are a lot of delicious options to choose from. After you've made your choice, you'll need to let the restaurant staff know what you'd like to have. This is where the phrase, "I'd like to order," comes in handy. Let's say you've decided on a pizza. You would say, "I'd like to order a pizza." Again, the phrase is simple, but it gets the point across. If you're not sure how to pronounce something on the menu, don't be afraid to ask. Restaurant staff are there to help, and most will be more than happy to assist you. Now, if you have any specific dietary needs or preferences, this would also be the time to mention them. For instance, if you're vegetarian and you'd like to ensure your pizza doesn't contain any meat, you might say, "I'd like to order a pizza, but could you please make sure it doesn't have any meat on it?" It's also common to order drinks along with your meal. If you'd like a glass of water, you could say, "Could I have a glass of water, please?" Or, if you prefer a cup of coffee, you could instead say, "I'd like a cup of coffee, please." In essence, ordering at a restaurant doesn't have to be a complex process. It's all about knowing a few basic phrases and using them in the right context. And, of course, remember to always be polite. Remember, the key is to be clear and polite when placing your order. Now that you've ordered, what if you need something extra like a glass of water or the bill? Let's delve into the art of making polite requests in English. It's all about the right words, tone, and courtesy. We'll start with a simple scenario. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you need a glass of water. How would you ask for it? In English, a polite way to request this would be, "Could I have some water, please?" Notice the use of the word could. It's a softer, more polite way to ask for something compared to can. So remember, "could I have" is your go-to phrase for polite requests. Now let's consider another common situation. You've finished your meal and you're ready to pay and leave. How do you ask for the bill without sounding abrupt or rude? A polite way to do this would be to say, "Can I get the bill, please?" Or, "Could I have the bill, please?" Here, "can I get" and "could I have bar" are interchangeable, and both are considered polite and respectful. You may have noticed the use of please in all these requests. Please is a magic word in English. It instantly softens your request and shows respect to the person you're speaking to. So always remember to add a please at the end of your request. Let's put these phrases into context. Picture yourself in a bustling eatery. You've just finished a delicious meal and would like to wash it down with some water. You catch the waiter's eye and say, "Could I have some water, please?" The waiter nods and promptly brings you a glass of water. Later, when you're ready to leave, you signal to the waiter again and say, "Can I get the bill, please?" And just like that, you've navigated a restaurant visit using polite English phrases. So the next time you need something at a restaurant, don't hesitate to ask using these polite phrases. They not only help you get what you need, but also make your interactions smoother and more pleasant. Remember, being polite is never out of style, especially when you're dining out. When ordering food, knowing the names of common dishes in English can be extremely helpful. Let's dive into it. First, we have salad, a light, usually cold dish made with vegetables, often eaten before the main meal. You might hear someone say, "I'll start with the Caesar salad, please." Next, we have pizza, a beloved dish worldwide. It's a flat, round bread, typically topped with tomato sauce, cheese, and other ingredients. You could say, "I'm in the mood for a margarita pizza." Then we have soup, a liquid food made by boiling or simmering meat, fish, or vegetables with various added ingredients. You might order by saying, "Could I have the tomato soup, please?" Moving on to burger, a sandwich consisting of a cooked patty of ground meat, typically beef, placed inside a sliced bread roll. You might order by saying, "I'd like the cheeseburger with fries, please." Let's not forget pasta, a dish originally from Italy, made of dough and shaped into various forms served with sauce. You might say, "I'll have the spaghetti bolognese." If you're a seafood lover, shrimp is a small, free-swimming crustacean with an elongated body, typically marine and often harvested for food. You might order, "I'd like the grilled shrimp, please." And finally, we have steak, a high-quality beef taken from the hindquarters of the animal, typically cut into thick slices that are cooked by broiling or frying. You could say, "I'll have the ribeye steak, medium rare." Remember, practice makes perfect. Try using these words in sentences like, "I'd like to order the Caesar salad for starters, followed by the margarita pizza." Or, "Could I have the tomato soup, followed by the cheeseburger with fries?" Mastering these words will not only make ordering food easier, but also more enjoyable. Well, you've made it through the entire process of ordering food at a restaurant in English. Let's quickly recap what we've covered. We started with basic phrases for ordering. Key phrases like, "Can I have the menu, please?" and "I'd like to order." That will make your ordering process smooth and efficient. Then, we moved on to polite requests, perfecting the art of asking for something with phrases such as, "Could I have water, please?" and "Can I get the bill?" These are essential for maintaining a respectful interaction with restaurant staff. Lastly, we delved into food vocabulary, familiarizing ourselves with common food items like salad, pizza, and soup. By now, you should feel confident navigating a simple restaurant visit in English. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't hesitate to use these phrases and words in your everyday life. With these tools in your language toolkit, you're now ready to confidently order your next meal at any English-speaking restaurant. Happy ordering!
Let's learn new words and practice English at level A1. Menu. Menu, a list of food and drinks available at a restaurant. Example, "Can I see the menu, please?" Waiter/waitress. Waiter/waitress, a person who serves food and drinks in a restaurant. Example, "The waiter is taking our order." Order. Order, to ask for food or drinks in a restaurant. Example, "I want to order a pizza." Starter. Starter, the first course of a meal. Example, "I'll have a soup as a starter." Main course. Main course, the main dish of a meal. Example, "The pasta is my main course."